Have you ever noticed how some of the sharpest, most capable minds seem to deliberately pull away from the crowd? The average person often mistakes this behavior for misanthropy, depression, or a personality flaw. But if we look closer at how highly analytical brains actually process information, a different picture emerges. For these individuals, stepping away from the noise feels distinct from common social expectations. Standard brain processing often perceives a quiet room as a vacuum, a negative space that needs to be urgently filled with conversation or distraction. To a highly analytical mind, that same space offers ultimate clarity. Understanding how human intelligence operates in these moments requires us to look past traditional definitions of introversion and isolation. Physical separation marks the transition into an optimal mental environment. The internal landscape of a deeply thoughtful person is incredibly active, even when they appear to be doing nothing. Their brain runs a continuous three-part cycle, reflecting on past data, analyzing present circumstances, and simulating future scenarios. This high level of cognitive bandwidth requires significant mental energy, as the brain maintains multiple complex threads simultaneously. Because this internal volume is already at maximum capacity, the mind functions without needing external stimulation. The loop is self-sustaining. In this state, background noise or casual chatter acts as an active disruption to a system that is already fully utilized. Solitary silence provides the specific condition required for maximum internal productivity. Consider what happens when this internally focused brain is suddenly dropped into a busy, high-intensity social environment. Environments packed with dense external stimuli create severe cognitive friction, rapidly depleting social energy. The mind must now allocate bandwidth to navigate physical crowds, process the unpredictable nuances of small talk, and manage dozens of superficial interactions in real time. This chart tracks that specific drain. When a relentless flood of erratic external data points strikes the processing core, the brain's cognitive reserves deplete rapidly. This withdrawal is a mechanical necessity, signaling that the brain's hardware has reached its limit. The system is simply overheating in a high-friction environment and requires immediate regulation. Preferring solitude serves as an essential cooling mechanism for a high-output cognitive engine. Once that engine cools and operates in uninterrupted silence, the cognitive output becomes measurable. This quiet state generates heightened creativity, creates sustained focus, and deeper self-awareness. This graph shows the trajectory of those benefits, though it also reveals a limit. While output rises in the deliberate solitude zone, it eventually hits a tipping point where productive separation decays into chronic isolation. Even high-capacity minds require occasional external perspectives to ground their thoughts. Without them, the curve enters a steep decline. If deliberate quiet turns into unwanted loneliness, the mental benefits of solitude evaporate. Seeking out quiet environments functions as a vital tool for emotional self-regulation. For these minds, solitude provides the environment where they feel the most active and capable. In a noisy world, the search for silence acts as an act of self-preservation. It demonstrates that being alone and being lonely are distinct psychological states. Subscribe for more explorations into psychology, intelligence, and the hidden mechanics